guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just going to be a really quick video on my favorite makeup brushes. Most of these are very inexpensive. One thing I want to say is I do not know anyone from Morphe. I'm not affiliated with Morphe at all. This is not sponsored. No one sent me any of these. This is just my honest, it's me being honest. I bought everything. This is just me being honest. A lot of people have problems with Morphe brushes or the company or whatever, or people talking about them in their videos. So hopefully you guys know me. The first brush I'm going to talk about is this brush. It's a little dirty and a little dingy, but it's because it's my favorite, for real, and I use it today. This is a powder brush from Wet n Wild. It's really soft. It's dense enough to pick up a good amount of product, but it's fluffy enough to blend powder out well. This is great for those days when you're on the go, you just want to put a little powder on your face and head out the door. But it's also really good for setting the whole face. So I really like this brush. This brush is only $3. The next brush, this is my lifesaver brush, okay? I need this brush all times, everywhere I go. I need this brush if I have makeup on. This is the e.l.f. blush brush. Now this brush is only $3. It is kind of a tapered, fluffy powder brush. Some people will use this for blush, but I don't use it for any of that. I use this for powder underneath my eye, strictly when I want to set underneath the eye and I don't want to bake or anything. I just want to sweep some powder on. But more times I use this to blend out any creasing that I have on my face. I get really bad laugh lines, so I just blend out if I'm going out, if I'm out during the day. If I'm out during the day and I seen that my makeup settled into my crease, I'll just take it, and it's just a beautiful brush, and it's only $3. The next brush is the Morphe Y3 brush. Now this brush is just a tapered powder brush. It's really soft. I don't know if this has I think this has a mixture of different types of hairs, or I'm not sure, but this brush is really soft. It's tapered, so it's really good for blush. That's what I use it for most of the time. Sometimes I also use this for powder underneath my eyes or for setting. Brush was $13, and this is a Kiko Milano number 10 face brush, and this is just a tapered blush brush, but I use this for contouring. With this brush, the bristles are a bit scratchy or hard. They're just not as soft, but for some reason I like that for when I put on contour, because sometimes if it's too fluffy, the powder can go all over the place. This brush makes sure it's concentrated in that one area, so my contour looks really bomb. So yeah, I've been using this brush for contouring and I really like it. And this is the e.l.f. highlighting brush. Now this brush is a tapered blending brush. I really like the way it's tapered at the ends, because when you pick up highlighter and you just place it right here, it's so nice. It deposits the highlighter right there with the tip of it, but the ends blended out. So you see how I get that really smooth highlight, and it's not just a stripe of highlight or looks patchy or anything. It just goes on so smoothly and it blends out so well. I don't think I said the price of the Kiko brush. That brush is $19. The Kiko Milano brushes are more expensive, I think, because they're made in Italy, and also they have different types of bristles. This highlighting brush is only $3, so I think for $3 this is a very good highlighting brush. The next brush is the Morphe G26. I picked this brush up with the intentions on blending out concealer on my eye, or blending out the concealer underneath my eyebrow, just because it's a really nice dense blending type of brush. I use this now more for concealer. So if anything, yeah, I blend it out for under my eyebrows, but also when I want to get right in here, or right in this corner of my nose, or like just anywhere where I want to do precise blending. I would even use this on my more natural days where I just want to put concealer on a few of my dark spots. I would use this. This brush is really, really nice. It's really soft, but it's dense enough to pack on product and blend out concealer very well. Now that is all my face brushes. For the face, I really like using sponges. So for my foundation, for my concealer, I mostly use sponges. But I don't have a sponge that I really like with me right now. The one that I'm using is it gets the job done. But the best one that I like is the Real Techniques. I used to like the Beauty Blender, but I don't anymore because that one just, I think it's a conspiracy, because every time I would get a Beauty Blender, like I would get a Beauty Blender in May, and by September it will be like chewed up, like crazy looking. I feel like those are just not durable. I feel like the Real Technique sponges are durable. Also, they only cost $10 for like 2 of them. Now we're gonna go on to eye brushes, and the first brush I want to talk about is the one that I like the most and this is the Kiko Milano 56 blending brush. I have 3 of them just because they're so good. They're just your standard blending brush for crease work, for just blending something out. You can use these to contour your nose, for pretty much anything. They blend out product really well. Can I just say something about the quality of Kiko Milano brushes? Like, they're really good. People sleep on Kiko Milano as a brand, but I feel like their brushes are really good. It's your standard blending brush, but I really like this brush because it's durable. Like, I use this a bunch of times. I wash them and it goes right back to how it is. Now I have blending brushes from Morphe that I'll show you in a second, and those don't really go back into shape the way I like them. This is more expensive than the other brushes I'm going to show you. This one is $13, but I guarantee you it is worth it. It's a really good brush, so you definitely should check it out. Now the next brush I'm going to talk about is the Morphe Y3 brush. Now this brush is just a blending brush. This is more of like a big blending brush. I'll just hold these two up together. I like the Morphe one. They are very different even though they seem similar. This one I use for transitions, or I use this for setting my eyelid. If I like put down concealer or whatnot, I use this to set my eyelid. Or I just use this for if I just want to fluff out a color and I don't really care where it's being deposited or where it's going to go. I also for a short time use this for highlighting. This is just a really good standard blending brush. The only thing I would say about this is the bristles kind of go crazy after you like wash them, or after you use them. The bristles kind of go crazy and a little bit out of shape. And I promise I'm not washing my brushes wrong, because like I was taught how to wash brushes. I'm pretty sure I know how to wash them. Now my next one is the Morphe 441. Now this is an infamous brush. Like pretty much everyone has this. Jaclyn Hill, everyone has this brush. I like this brush for more colorful looks. This one picks up color very nice. So if I want to do like a pop of color, like that yellow look that I had, that I'm gonna refilm for you guys because I know you guys want to see it, but for that yellow look that I had, I use this brush to fluff that color out in the crease. It blends out color very well, but it also picks up color very well. So I really like that about this brush. Now the next one is the Morphe M433. This one is also tapered, but it's flatter. It has like a flatter end to it. I like this more for precise work in the crease if I'm doing like a cut crease, because it's more tapered and it's more flat. It helps you better with more detail work. I also like this best for blending out this corner right here with darker colors. I like this. And I really also like this brush for contouring my nose. I used to contour my nose with this. And the last 3 brushes that I just talked about were all $6. And that's why I like Morphe, because you can get really good brushes for the girl out there who don't have money to spend on like Smith brushes and Wayne Goss brushes and stuff like that. If you're just a regular girl with a regular job, you can get Morphe brush. Now the next one I'm going to talk about is the Morphe R41. This brush I didn't even know if I was gonna like this brush. I mainly got this brush because I didn't have anything like it. So I do use this for inner corner highlight, or if I want to put some glitter like right there in the inner corners, because it is a really nice pencil brush. I like this pencil brush because it's more dense, so it picks up product really well. I also use this for blending color underneath my lash line, but I like it better for the inner corner because honestly it's not that soft to be blending underneath my under eye, but I really like the size of it and it gets the job done. Now this brush is the Morphe 432. This is just a flat concealer brush. Well, I use this for concealer. I use this for carving out my eyebrows, and that's all I really use it for. You can also use this brush for like touching up your lip liner or anything like that, but I use it mainly for my eyebrows. This one is my favorite brush for my eyebrows that I've ever used. You see how flat that is? And it stays like that. It stays flat. Sometimes you would get brushes to blend out your under eye and it'll get all like messed up and the bristles will go all over the place, and that will mess up your eyebrow look that you're going for. I like a really sharp line underneath my eyebrows, and this really helps me achieve it. Also, this brush is only $4, so you cannot beat that, literally. Now the next and last brush is this e.l.f. eyebrow brush. This one has been with me for a very long time. Well, not this exact one. I've repurchased this just because I love it so much. This is the eyebrow brush, and I like this because it is a regular angled brush with a spoolie on the end, but this one, it stays hard. And it stays in shape again, like the one that I use underneath my eyebrows. I like for my eyebrows to use a brush that stays in shape, that is dense, that is small but not too small. This brush is just perfect. I know people like the Anastasia one a lot, but I feel like this one is really good and probably better considering this one is only $3. So yeah, those all were my favorite brushes. If you guys have any questions or if you guys have any recommendations on brushes you like, definitely comment below. So definitely subscribe and come back tomorrow for more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.